Hello and welcome to another video. So thanks for joining me. What we're going to do today is we are going to talk about goals and budgets. And how many times have you heard somebody say, I wish I could get that. I wish I could get that. If only I could afford that. Well, what if you could afford it? Do you have any idea what it even costs? How much? I have to say this from the get-go, is I'm no financial advisor. I'm just sharing my experience with you. Okay guys, so what we're going to do today in today's video is we're going to say how much does a Lamborghini cost. Okay, from there we're going to make some phone calls, just get an accurate idea. Leave your comments below as to what you think a Lamborghini costs. Because this is a Lamborghini that I'm going to do a roadmap for to get in the future. So a lot of people will say, oh, I wish I could get one of those. I wish I could get one of those. But how do you know if you can get it or not if you have no idea the mechanics or the roadmap that you need in order to physically go out and go and get that? So in today's video, what we're going to do is I'm going to make some phone calls. I'm going to speak to some leasing agents and see exactly what it costs, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do or work towards to make sure that that cost is covered. And then in a future video, who knows, maybe I'll have that. Not maybe, I will have that to make sure that we can go and get that Lamborghini. So stay tuned and let's see how we get on with the video. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to make some phone calls. We are going to speak to some leasing agents. Now, the reason why I'm going to do leasing agent is because why would you want to spend all this money on a car, own it out of warranty, and worry about all the service and it, touch wood, if anything goes wrong with the car? So I'm going down the leasing route option. The reason why I'm doing that is because on a lease, you will have your initial first or your down payments or deposits. And then there will be a monthly deposit, which we're going to get in a little while, of exactly what that costs. So over the term, so if you take out for 2 years or 3 years, you know exactly what that costs. Obviously that excludes things like fuel and insurance, but for today, we're just going to say, what does that cost me on a monthly? I'm going to give some lease agencies. I've never spoken to these guys before, so I'm going to record that, let you guys have a listen in, and then just get a real idea of what that car is going to cost. Now, the reason why I'm using this car is because this is something that I want to achieve. I appreciate that in 2-3 years time, however long that may take to achieve, I'm going to create a vision board. I'm also going to just focus on that so much and see how we get on. But let's make a few phone calls and let's see how we go.
Thank you for holding. We apologize for Vodafone voicemail service for 007. For car sales and renewals, press 1. For van sales, and please wait while we connect your call.
Just in the lease option, I just wanted to understand how that works exactly, as well as the monthly and the upfront deposits and what that's going to cost.
So it depends on the model that you want, and I need to touch base with one of our Lamborghini contacts. Do you know what model you're after?
Base Hurricane Evo Spider.
Okay. there's no spec on that. There's no extra colors or anything. It's just the standard vehicle.
Yeah, I just want to get an idea for now. Obviously, if it's a couple of £100 here or there, that's okay. I just wanted to get just an understanding of how that works.
Yeah, if I can't get a hold of anybody, it might be Monday before I get back to you.
Okay, no problem.
All right, perfect. I'll come back to you shortly. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. Well, so not as simple as it looks. So just ask the questions as to, how much does it cost? We just want to know how much it costs. We're not buying it right now. I just want to get down a figure down on black and white in my book here so that I know what I need to see what that drip's going to be to facilitate that payment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call back the other guys now and just see if I can get hold of them.
For sales, press 1. Or for customer services, press...
Thank you for calling. To help us direct your call, please choose one of the following options. For business and personal contract hire and leasing quotations.
Hi there. I spoke to a lady a short while ago. She was going to get me somebody to call me back. My name's Nigel. And if you can help me there.
What was it in relation with?
It was just regarding a proposal on a Lamborghini on a leasing option.
Okay, no, just bear with me one moment. Nigel, I'll just translate that. I'll check transfer you through. Just bear with me 1 second.
Oh, perfect. Thanks. We'll get a quote eventually.
Hi, Nigel. It's just gone straight to his voicemail, so he must be on the phone. I'll get a message over the phone and I'll get him to give you a call back. Is that okay?
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. No worries. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. So let's just wait. A bit harder than I thought buying a Lamborghini. And yourself?
Yeah, not bad, thank you very much. Lee just emailed me. I don't know why you couldn't transfer. I wasn't on the phone, so I don't know what's going on there. But,
All right.
so, yes, I believe you're looking for a Lamborghini Hurricane, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm still in two minds whether to buy new or used. So I want to do sort of worst case scenario on the new Evo Spider. I haven't got any spec or I've got an idea of color and things like that, but for now all I really want to do is just get a better understanding of how exactly the lease option works to see, what the mileage implications has on the term, whether to go with a 2-year, 3-year term and what the initial down payment will be as well as the monthly.
Yes.
Just get some ideas.
So, do you know roughly what mileage you're going to be doing?
Let's say 5,000 a year.
5,000, okay.
Yeah.
What colour would you be wanting?
So I'm not sure the actual colour. I'm just going to call it yellow. I know they've got all these Italian names, just like it's basically yellow.
Interior, I'm afraid.
Okay, so interior, just the black. I think as it comes, I think it's black leather with the Alcantara finish. Just the wheels would be the black. So it's the yellow on black spec is what I'm looking for.
Black wheels, presumably yellow calipers.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, it's where our experience and expertise lies. So I shall certainly be in good communication with Nigel, and hopefully we can get to a position where we can supply you with your ideal vehicle, be that new or used.
Okay, perfect. And how does it work? Do you actually get the vehicle from them, and then at the end of the term, do I simply give that vehicle back to you, or trade up for a new one? How does it work?
We'd effectively be purchasing the vehicle, so it will become our asset, and you're leasing it from us.
Right.
Unless you wanted to do a HP or a PCP and take ownership at the end. But in that instance, we just come and collect the vehicle at the end of the contract and obviously we would have been in communication with you prior to that, and hopefully you've enjoyed the experience and we've looked after you well, and we can swap you up into an alternative vehicle and start again.
Okay, perfect. Keeping things really simple in terms of the vehicle price and things like that. Are you able to give me just an idea over the phone? Because I'm looking at our website now, and they've got a 2018 for about 2,400 a month. How would that differ then from a new one at 218 then?
I'm more than happy to do a comparison and against our funding on that.
Yeah, like
for comparison purposes.
Yeah, I think really just an inquiry, because just to get my sort of an idea. I mean, I've obviously got it in front of me here on my laptop on this particular vehicle, but it's just to get an idea on the leasing option.
On the new one, yeah.
Yeah. The main reason for the lease is I don't really want to own a car of that value out of warranty. So, that's not a problem I want to have. Also, at the 2-3 year mark, there's a new shiny model, so...
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, I'll get some options across to you this afternoon. I'll put it on email so you can see it right, but I'll just drop you a text. I'll give you a quick call once I've sent it.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Super. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for your time, and speak to you soon, Nigel. Thank you ever so much.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Okay, so we're just going to wait for that gentleman to call me back. I've made it very clear this is just an inquiry for now. A lot of folks sitting at home watching this might go, oh, that guy's going to waste his time. Well, he's not, because I'm absolutely serious about this. I just need to know what it's going to cost. You're not going to go buy a house before you go look at a couple of houses. So let's see what he comes back at, and I may save that for a future video. But for now, I'll send you a screenshot of the car that I'm looking at right now on my laptop. I'll attach that just above me here, and let's see what he comes back with. As soon as he comes back, I'll do another video on that, and we'll go from there. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk to you about is we said that we were going to look at what your future self needs. That's just going to apply to this Lamborghini for this example. Like I said, this does exclude insurance as well as fuel and things like that, or any track days or anything like that. So it's just purely just on the vehicle itself. You need to find a vehicle, and excuse the pun, but what I mean is you need to find something, whether it be your own business, just something that's going to create some sort of passive income, or you want to look for, I call them drips. So you want to have, maybe you've got your 9-to-5 job. You may love it, you may hate it, but that is a drip. But you don't want to be reliant just on that single drip. You want to create 4, 5, 6, 7 drips. I think it was Warren Buffett that says you need to have 7 different streams of income in order to become a millionaire. So some of you may argue with me on that. Maybe you've got one stream and you're already a millionaire, but then you may argue as well that you need some sort of diversity. If you've only got that one drip, and then all of a sudden the tap on that drip is tightened up and closed off, as soon as that tap is closed, there's no more drip. So you want to make sure that you've got all these different taps lined up, and each one of them is drip, 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 drip. And what I mean is that's money dripping into your bank account. So drip there, drip there, drip there. Even under the coronavirus and COVID-19, if say you've got 7 drips and they're all dripping away there, 4 of them tighten up and there's no more drips there, but these ones are still dripping, you're okay, you manage it. But if you've just got one massive tap and that shuts off, that's a problem. So we want to talk a little bit about diversity as well. My point is that I've now looked at some property opportunities. So I'm looking at becoming a professional property investor. Now that doesn't happen overnight, so there's a lot of time and knowledge and expertise that you need to learn. So like I said, this past weekend I spent 3 days on a call. That was Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So there are some sacrifices that you need to make. But do what you want to do today that others won't do, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't. But just think about that for a little bit.
Do what you want to do today that others won't do, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't.
So the whole idea of this is just to get a concept of, you know, we've all got this idea of like supercars, or, you know, maybe you've got a luxury house, or even a holiday or anything like that. This is just to give you some sort of a perspective that as long as you take it and you make this massive piece and you break it down into, you know, small little bite-sized pieces, then you put that down to paper and you really work out a strategy on how you're going to get to that big goal, the fancy car or that nice holiday, whatever it might be, breaking it down so that it's not so scary. Thanks guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for another video which will be on the back of what I have to say, and see you in the next one.